certain level of discipline and, you know, defense, and we know the pressure's on, and we just try to put ourselves there now so we're not, you know, having to change our mindset once it's playoffs. You know, it's hard. I want to be called up and get an opportunity, but I also want to win a championship and if I'm with this team. So really just being able to flip that on and off, whatever team I'm on, just, you know, I'd love to get a call up and, you know, make a name for myself up there. And also I'd love, if that doesn't happen, I'd love to win a championship down here.
Here it is, the final episode of Season 3 of The Break. First, El Dinko closes a memorable chapter in Mexico City and arrives one step closer to his NBA dream. Next, Big Mondo puts the finishing touches on a monster rookie year and reflects on his progress in the G.
Mount Mondo on the break!
And finally, we follow Mac through an extraordinary playoff run as he and the Magic try to will a championship back to Osceola.
McClung falling down, connects again from deep.
Buckle up, because this year's journey is speeding to a close, and you're going to want to be along for the ride. I'm Shaquille O'Neal, and you're watching The Break, presented by The General.
It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
Not the best person doing it. Right there.
Beste man, racked up off right.
Right there.
Oh.
Everything always come to an end, so and it's just another end of one chapter, open up to the next one. So it's gonna be our last home game here in Mexico City, and we're just gonna go out with a bang.
It's the experience and the experiment. That's what's going on for him right now. I played at Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. Leaving Texas to moving to Colorado, not knowing anybody, not having family, same situation with Dink. Leaving Texas, moving to Mexico. Experience, experiment. What you're gonna do, what's the outcome? So that's my take on it.
I think it was more of a culture shock to me at first. Until we adjusted to it. I mean, I got my auntie out here. She was with me day to day. You know, with her, she supports me out here, me not being out here on my own, and for her to uproot her life to come out here. I mean, it shows a lot how much she really loves me.
It's just watching him become a little man. I mean, he's a man now. He take care of business. He's serious about his career. It's a beautiful thing to watch, and it motivates me to want to be better, I guess, you know, for myself. And I've learned a lot about myself and about him as well. So we're just rocking, and it's fun, and I know we're making it look easy.
I got my whole life ahead of me. They got their whole lives ahead of them, especially with me, and I just want to be able to support them. You know, I think it's just going to be a little bittersweet moment for me tonight, but I mean, as long as we come out with the win, I think everything will be good. You know, we're the NBA players out here, and, you know, we just make sure we treat the fans with the same respect that they give to us, you know. Be the first player out of Mexico that's gonna get drafted. So I think that's gonna be a landmark I leave out here, and I just wanna tell them thank you. I feel like Mexico, that's my city too, it's my country too. We broke the G League record for the most fans ever in the G League. I mean, 19,000 people, that's a lot of people. It's a lot of fans. You know, I feel like we owe them, and, you know, we owe that to Ramon. This is his last game and his last year with Capitane, so for us to give that back to the fans, you know, they can take that with them. You know, we want to get that win, and that's what we're going to do.
Difficult game, and I know that in some moment we play not in the right way, but we play like the other way, with efforts, trying to play every time hard. So thank you so much to bring me this win, my last one at home.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. And now I told you 1,000 times this year, I want to win the next 2 ones. I want to win the next 2 ones until the last second. ¡Viva Chile y México!
Familia on 3. 1, 2, 3.
He gave us 2 things that he wanted to do before he left. Win his last home game, which we did, and win the last game of the season. You know, we already got 1 accomplished goal, so we trying to succeed to the next one so we can beat the Memphis Hustle. And we owed him anyway. Mondo went crazy last time we played them. So, you know, I feel like today I'm just going to live in the moment. You know, I want to win. So, I mean, I'm going to play hard and compete.
For me, the past month has just been great. Obviously, after I got a chance to talk to Shaq during the podcast, he definitely gave me a lot of motivation and had a few 30-point games, probably like 4 or 5 since then, a bunch of 20 and 10 games. So it was fun. It's been a fun little couple months for me.
It's the final day of the regular season in the NBA G League, and the Memphis Hustle welcome in the Mexico City Capitanes for their final game of the year.
It's your last game of the season. You're playing with your guys one final time, and then you go enjoy your off season. Everything you got, lay it all out there. Let's have some fun playing ball.
This is a kind of we go full circle here because way back in November, the home opener for the tip-off tournament was against Mexico City, and today we wrap up the season against Mexico City. Bacot's 3 goes down. Mentioned Armando Bacot's had some big games, including a 35-point, 14-rebound game in the regular season matchup against Mexico City.
Definitely during that whole crazy run I've been on, I've been getting a lot of good feedback and getting a lot of good momentum going into the summer. It was a huge stretch for me, and obviously my coaches were impressed and everybody.
So many people, including myself, looked at Armando in college and try and put him in a box when he's able to do so much more. And I think given the opportunity that he's had, he's really surprised a lot of people, and not just our organization, but around the G and the NBA. Being a big name in college basketball for as long as he was, you would think, you know, he could probably have an ego or it's easy for him to big time people. He's never done that once. He's so humble and just as a human being, just a great guy to be around and a great presence to have around a team.
Free ball, got another. Bacot goes to the spin move.
Wow, the big fella.
The whole game on full display here.
I mean, that's way too easy.
Armando's just doing what he wants right now.
He really is doing whatever he wants to do.
Bacot again. Oh, Bacot again.
No! God, make him quit, Bacot!
Hinton.
I'm
Bacot.
going down! Mount Mondo on the break! We still have a quarter and a half left of basketball to play.
And the Hustle already with 82 points. And with the two-handed flush. Pate down the lane. Ooh.
Goodness gracious. It is Saturday, sir.
Pate will go to the rim. Gets bumped. No call. Gets the bucket. And it's a 13-point game.
Well, we got a ball game.
Yes, we do. Mexico City with 2 minutes to go. It's the bucket from Rodriguez. We got a 5-point game that was once 28. Jones will fire a 3, and we got a 2-point game.
Like I said, when you turn it off, it's very difficult to turn it back on.
Fresh 14. We'll go under a minute to play here. Jackson a 3. Off. Bacot. Yes, with the follow. A valiant comeback effort by Mexico City that will come up short. And that will do it. So the season comes to an end.
Good luck in your next step. Good luck in the season that are going to start for some of you. Again, if you need something, let me know, please.
I feel like it was a sad moment. I mean, Coach Ramon, I ain't never seen Ramon get sad like that. He started crying, and I was just like, man, like, the season went by real fast. Like, we was just in December at the showcase, like, and then now it's just all over. It's all over, and everybody going to different places. Everybody got different journeys, so, you know, just try to stay tapped in as much as I can with the guys, and, you know, wish them all the best, because I know they probably gonna wish me the best too within my journey I got going. You know, a lot has changed, and a lot of lessons have been taught, and a lot of lessons have been learned, and I mean, as long as you keep up your hard work and you keep the main thing, I feel like, I mean, everything will go good.
Yeah, this season definitely lived up to my expectations, but even exceeded it too. I think for me, just coming from college, being known as a guy that's gonna go out there and rebound, get double-doubles, to now a respected shooter, can play, make, and do a ton of different things just for my development this year. I think the G League was huge for me because it showed me that I can really do this, and it also kind of gave me some building blocks on what even more I could work on going into the summer. So if I can go back and do it all again, I definitely would do it again, because I think just building these relationships with my teammates and coaches has been the best. Like, it's been a beauty and a struggle all year. It builds character and relationships, and it builds a love, so that's been huge for me this year.
The last 15 games, we've been a great fourth quarter team. So it's like we have that confidence within each other. You know, when you have the scoring threats we do and the guys with the mentality, we have a really mental tough team. So the preparation and the detail has to be really extreme with being a one and done.
Winner to the Eastern Conference Finals. McClung is just coming off here. There's no hesitation. Come off that screen. This is pretty basketball for Osceola. McClung high off the glass. That's pretty.
He has been as good as advertised, as we talked about.
McClung with 2 on the timer. Mac McClung throw it in from distance. Wow. I mean, if this is a relay race, you got one team is way out ahead of the other on the track right now.
They're last right now.
Yeah, and the Magic are moving on. Mac McClung, 39 points. He was excellent. So is Osceola as a team. 2 quality clubs that are going to go head-to-head here on Sunday. It'll be the 1 seed Osceola and the 3 seed Maine Celtics as we continue to march closer to the G Finals.
It's a team that we beat twice at their spot in very close games and emotional games. So you know they're going to have that edge. But there's something about, as a competitor, you want them to be at their absolute best and to beat them at their best, which will be difficult because it's a great team and they have a lot of great players with JD and everybody. But, you know, just that level of focus as a competitor, this is what you want. This is the stage we want. We're prepared. I believe in these guys, and I'm just super excited about it.
MVP versus MVP. Mac McClung winning it last year for the Osceola Magic. J.D. Davison, your reigning MVP. It is a single-game elimination in these Eastern Conference Finals, so intensity and anxiety still high.
You have to play a certain way throughout the year, and you have to have certain discipline, but there is a switch to be flipped at playoffs, and I feel like we did that the first game, and hopefully we can keep that mentality.
McClung looking for a foul as he finishes with the offhand.
Mac McClung gets another deuce in the paint.
Osceola last year lost in the semifinals. 1 step further this year as McClung in transition tees it up for 3. Trying to get 1 step even further this season as that make draws a Celtics timeout. If you're an NBA fan and you know McClung as a dunker, what are people missing about McClung the hooper?
Well, they're missing the fact that this young man can get a bucket on anyone at any time. Oh, hook.
That's a float.
That is not a float, that's a hook shot.
Redirected to McClung, and that's who the Magic wanted in his hands. McClung falling down, connects again from deep. McClung turns on the Jets. McClung inside, and he spins it home. McClung's got 38, and waves so long to the Celtics. 42 for Mac McClung, 34 for Davison. The Magic MVP just a little bit better tonight.
A championship this year would mean the most to me, just because I've throughout this whole playoff series, I kept watching the 2019 Masters, which I know is weird, but Tiger Woods, it was kind of like, you know, everybody was kind of like his clock's ticking or his time is gone. And, you know, I've been in the G League for 4 years. Like, you feel that pressure of people like, man, is this going to happen for him? Is it not? Like, and I really thought to myself, like one night, I thought, I was like, is this going to happen? And I accepted the fact that, like, I'm going to make it or I'm going to die trying. You know, and that video, watching the 2019 Masters, just inspired me. Like, I'm not going to lose. I may run out of time, but I'm not going to lose, you know, and I'm going to keep the faith. And this is what I'm meant to do, is keep putting pressure. And I feel like winning a championship would do that.
To this point, it's been a single elimination playoff game. Now it's best of 3, and yet both teams talk about the sense of urgency for game 1.
They absolutely do. When you consider both these teams coming in as the #1 seed in their respective conferences, they understand the importance of winning game 1.
Mac McClung, the former G League MVP, looking for his second title in 3 seasons.
You can see from the jump circle the advantage that the Kings have with Skal Labissiere at the center spot. Going to be a matchup problem for the Magic. We'll see how they combat that throughout this series.
Good drive and kick. But the Magic can't convert. Another offensive rebound, and it's McClung open. And opens the scoring for Osceola, averaging 40.5 points per game in the playoffs.
And Mac McClung's been shooting the basketball extremely well from 3, so a confident look for him.
Cutter, Slauson, and 1.
King's going to have to find someone that can slow down Mac McClung, as he is getting everything he wants on the offensive end of the floor.
McClung goes right at Randall again and scores with the left. McClung, shake and bake.
We haven't even played double-figure minutes, and he's already in double figures.
Taylor to the rim, no go. McClung 1-on-3, racing down for the transition deuce.
Mac McClung getting out in transition, and you mentioned the finesse as that crowd stands to their feet with a tremendous ovation.
As Osceola takes a 1-0 lead in the 2025 G League Finals.
It's a whole fucking job. One more. Hey, we got too many guys. It's deflating, man. Keep playing together, man. We're more together than them. Dogs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go!
You know, we obviously want to be an NBA and you know, reach our goals, but I think a lot of these guys are present. This means something to us. It's personal, and it's something you want to show teams is, hey, you can say this about me, you can say this about me, but I'm a winner. You know what I mean? I don't keep winning for no reason. You know what I mean? You can say you want this and that, but like at the end of the day, it's about winning. And I feel like a lot of guys here are winners, and hopefully teams and scouts realize that.
If Osceola wins, they are champions. Stockton looking to even the series and shift things back to a game 3 on Monday.
And a great environment, as you can hear. Their fans have shown up in huge fashion. They want to make sure to give their team an opportunity to go back to Florida and get a road win to bring home the trophy.
Mac McClung on a step back 2 over Crawford, and the former MVP opens up the scoring in game 2.
And of course, everyone in the G knows Mac McClung's name.
Numbers for Osceola, and Slauson finishes with authority on the alley-oop.
And we're seeing more of what we saw in game 1. Too many open looks for the Magic.
McClung fakes the pass. The hook shot is pretty.
Oh, I like the way you identified that. You know, you were
clear angle this time.
that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. McClung draws it and connects. It's a 3 and a chance at 4. McClung now 30 or more points in 3 of 4 playoff games. Shot clock is off. Elmore tees it up. Elmore for 3. Thompson short, and momentum for Stockton entering the fourth. Scal with the mismatch against McClung, goes right at the rim, and that is authority.
That's the way Scal has to finish.
Good movement off the ball. Kick out Taylor, a three. Role players at home typically raise their level, and that's been the case for the Kings tonight. 144, 126. The final for Stockton as the Kings force a decisive Game 3. We will see you Monday night in Florida.
Kind of this year, it's really, sunk in. Like, I've been here for a minute, and it's been great. I had one of the coaches yesterday tell me how much appreciative he was that the things I've done for the G League, and it made me think, you just think about your career in the G League, the things you've accomplished and the people you've met, and I would be lying if I said I didn't have a plan, if I didn't want to, win certain things, to have my resume in the G League be what it is. That would be a lie if I said it wasn't. I plan every year of what I want, what goals I have, and this league means a lot to me, man. It's taught me so much about myself from the first year in South Bay, when that was probably the most transformative year of my life, just to, as a man and as a human being, and this league is treated me well too. They've always showed me incredible amounts of love and gave me the opportunity to be myself, and hopefully when I've left, I can look back and be super proud of that.
Under 5 to play in this winner-take-all Game 3. Stockton scored 12 in a row to start the fourth to tie it up. Teams exchanging threes, but it's Osceola by 4. McClung, it's short. He has struggled from the field, just 4 of 18.
And once again, a great job defensively there on Mac McClung.
Labissiere lets it fly. Oh, again! Scal from deep. Mac looks to answer. McClung off target.
Mac McClung has not made a 3 in this game, and that has to be his worst miss thus far.
It goes inside to Jones. Fading away, no. Labissiere on the spot. It's a lead of 7 for the Kings, their largest of the night. They did not lead until the fourth quarter.
And 144 points respectively. This has been a defensive battle.
Picked up by Morales in the block, controlled by Jones. Osceola needing to foul.
You consider Mac McClung, who was averaging close to 35 points per game in the first 2 games, scoring 11 points of 4 of 21 from the field, 0 of 5 from beyond the three-point arc. You've got to give Dexter Dennis a tremendous amount of credit on the defensive end of the floor.
Final seconds coming off the clock. And the Kings have done it on the road here in Game 3.
Tough game. What happened in the fourth quarter, you and for the team?
Yeah, it's a sick feeling. I feel like, man, it's sick. I definitely put it on myself. I feel like this whole year I came up in the big moments and the biggest games, and then this year was the worst game of my life. And if I could have just contributed to eat something, man, I feel like the outcome would have been different. And it's on me, man. It's something I'll have trouble kind of forgetting or forgiving myself for. Those guys just hearing me out and believing in me. It's been great, man, and it's a mature group. And it sucks, man. I wish it sucks right now.
And so it goes. As we arrive at the end of another season, we look back, and what do we see? The disappointments and the joys. The dreams affirmed and those deferred another year. But a dream moves at its own pace. The work goes in and the reward presents itself on its own time. The ball goes up. The ball comes down. And the ball keeps bouncing.
Yeah, man. The break presented by the General, man. We only doing bigger things. We only going my last home game, Mexico City. Mexico City's finest right here, baby. Dallas Texas finest. OFT lead a long way. This is what we doing. We ain't stopping.
To all the G Leaguers everywhere, keep putting in the work, my friend. You never know who might notice and give you the call-up you've been looking for. For one last time, I'm Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for watching The Break, presented by The General.